got parents, like one time when my mum came back round from an operation, it was a vasectomy as a matter of fact, and while she was still like high on the, like whatever they give her to undertake such a serious operation, she went, "Oh, Russell, you think so clever, you think you're so clever, but you forget that I've been alive for ages and you don't know anything." Like, she just spoke so clearly and plainly, like her personality had been put on hold by the various drugs. And I felt like really sort of, well, humbled, and like, oh, you know, like that all about you, occasionally the static and white noise of your life ceases and you feel who you really are, and you feel who other people really are. You can have, as you alluded to earlier, beautiful moments with strangers. It's there, all about you. I think Thomas Aquinas said, "The kingdom of heaven is spread upon the earth, but man sees it not." It's here already. But, you know, like, that's what I think a lot of comedy comes from, Fern, is that when you sort of like, right, I've got to go and do this thing. Or like, you know, we buy into the drama, like, oh, you know, like things that are perfectly understandable, like you're a mum at the school gates and you're under pressure and you don't want the other parents to think this or that. You know, like, none of it's real. It's all going. It's all going. The moments that feel chillingly, jarringly, beautifully real, and when sometimes your kid will say something to you, or someone, you know, like, people reach through it, and you know it when you see it, you know it when you feel it. And all I'm suggesting, and I think all that anyone has ever been suggesting, is you make these things foundational to your existence, not, you know, the basic things. These are Sesame Street values. That's what I call them now. Sesame Street values: kindness, compassion, listening to other people, trying to get beyond, oh my God, I've just spent my whole life caring too much about what other people think of me. You know, I'm sitting here saying all this stuff. There's still parts of my body I don't like enough. There's still things that I want. If I watched certain, like, you know, I could look at another few Instagram accounts and make myself feel shit. Like, oh, these people, they've got more followers, they're doing better than I am. I'm worthless. That's not real. I don't want to live there anymore. I don't want to be there. So when I spot myself going that direction, and like, you need other people. You need other people with you. They're like, hey, remember, didn't we talked about this? I think we've agreed that was, oh, yeah. We're not going to do that anymore. Because it pulls you back. There is a magnetism to these systems: capitalism, nationalism, globalism. These ideas aren't the dominant ideas of our time by coincidence. They're powerful. They go to work on you. They use your most latent and blatant impulses: greed, selfishness, lust. These things are sort of baked into the human animal so that we survive. But they didn't evolve to be stimulated in the way that they are now. They didn't evolve to have near naked images continually bombarded, populations of millions competing with one another. I mean, you know, so somehow the sacred is a return to an assumed baseline, you know, as if the same way as we've all got heart and lungs and kidneys, but our bodies are all different. I think we all have a kind of spirit and soul. If there is a oneness, there is variation coming from that oneness. So I'm not saying that everyone's got to be the same. There's only one thing that will work for everyone. I'm just saying that there is something for all of us, ulterior to the sort of static and noise of culture that continually wants you to be an obedient little servant, a consumer. And with the only way out is in, as they say.
And that's also, you know, it's not only potent and ubiquitous, but it's also addictive. So, you know, no surprise we're constantly distracted. No surprise that we don't recognize sacredness, which is around us all the time. Like you said, you know, it could be in seeing a stranger smiling at your neighbor over the wall, whatever it might be. You know, it is there. We're just sort of, we're so distracted we don't see it. And also part of that distraction is this, and I do this all the time. I'm rushing to get somewhere, but I'm not even thinking about where am I going? What is that place I'm going to? And I'm pretty sure that most people watching this now will go, oh God, I know that feeling. Whether it's ticking things off a list, you know, I'm a Virgo, everything's written in list form. So I'm ticking things off of lists because I'm trying to get somewhere. You know, where the hell do we think we're going?
Yeah, where are we going? I noticed when I was a bit younger that I would eat whole meals and not really notice that I'd eaten it. I thought, oh my God, I've just ate that thing. What happened? I was distracted, consuming life as if it's some little job. Of course, you know, the sort of teachers that we're both into, Thich Nhat Hanh, I can never get those words in the right order, Eckhart Tolle, they'll tell you, like, be in the present, the return to the present moment. Watch how quickly the thoughts flood your mind again. Learn to observe these impulses. Learn to observe them.
It's the only way, isn't it? Because there's no guarantees in the future. We don't know, even if we're rushing to get somewhere, that it's going to be good. Even if we place all our hopes in, you know, the job promotion, the perfect partner, the the ideal outfit, whatever it might be. There's no guarantee that when we attain that, get to that place, reach that point, that we're going to feel any different at all.
There is no guarantee. Shall I show you some kittens?
Now we're talking. Let's get to the kittens.
Because, but I will have to, there might be a bit where it goes glitchy because I'm going to walk out of this Wi-Fi domain.
I can fill it with tap dancing or something.
Well, I know, you've got the ability. This could be Christmas top of the pops. You'd keep it rolling, wouldn't you? You're not going to drop the ball now, Cotton.
No way.
Let me get all the way to...
He's glitching. Now, whilst he's glitching, let me tell you there are 6 kittens. And are there any more names now? There's only one that has a name. Is that correct?
For a while, for a while there was only one that was named, but me and Laura did some quite aggressive naming earlier.
Right.
And, we've got some real conclusions.
What have we landed upon? I want to hear these. Oh, for goodness sake, I can't bear it.
That's the mother beetle. Now in here we have this one. Now is Alette, named after a character that my oldest daughter watches on something called, I think, DJ Masks.
PJ Masks.
This, I think, is Kaguya, named after Princess Kaguya. This one is called Wakana, named after a woman I worked with once who does hair and makeup. This one, it's called Charlotte, because the children call her Charlotte. This one is called, can you see this one? That's Marmalade. This is, I'm not supposed to have favourites, but this is Morrissey, part 2, who sort of like, he feels like reborn to me. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Look at these tiny fluff
Could you just
balls.
bite its head off out of love?
I would. I often do this to my own cats. Like, I could squeeze their silky ears so tightly that they would combust. I won't do that, but they're just so... Oh, what is it about cats? I just love them.
They're so lovely, aren't they?
They're so amazing. And they are the masters of meditation. My cats will literally sit there, eyes open, staring at a fixed point for, minutes on end. Could be up to an hour. They're blissfully happy. We have to learn from cats.
Yeah, because we're basically the same as them, aren't we? Let's face it. I mean, look, we're in limitless space now on a planet. We don't even really understand what space and time are, other than from the limited perspective of an anthropoid ape. And we're basically living they're like us, but they seem to be handling it so well.
They really are.
Completely relaxed about it.
They don't care about comparison or accolade or Instagram. They're just having a wicked time napping and eating and mooching about.
Although they do have quite a... Oh, sorry, darling. Oh, as yet, they don't have retractable claws.
No.
That is what I will say. So that can be an issue.
Vicious kittens. They're just they're so dreamy, and it's potentially a perfect point for us to slowly fade out of this very deep conversation on, lovely, fluffy, light-hearted kittens, I think.
Yeah, what a way to end any conversation. Kittens.
Morrissey.
I can't get him off, Fern. You know how they're like, they're sort of
Leave him
claws.
there.
They don't retract claws till they're 4 weeks old.
Leave him there.
It's sort of just on me.
Oh, God, they're so gorgeous.
Thank you for doing this. Thank you for promoting my stuff on Luminary, my meditation, and my Revelation book on Audible. You're so fantastic. Thank you for sharing your foam walls and your indefatigable curiosity and your radiant and, may I say, continually improving beauty and intelligence with us. Thank you very much.
Well, that is far too many compliments in one sentence, but I will happily take them. And thank you. I always love having conversations like this with you, and I loved listening to your audiobook. It was just a brilliant listen on many a run and walk. So thank you so much, and let's do this again soon.
Yeah, cheers, Fern. It would be really bad if this kitten dies as part of Instagram
let's
Live.
not say that. We've already talked about shitting in the woods.
It's fine. See, I've still got that weirdness in me. He's fine. I don't know why these things occur to me.
Well, also, thank you, everybody, for watching. It's always, we've had, over 1.3 thousand people watching throughout, which is lovely that you stayed with us for this quite lengthy sort of 40-odd minute chat. So we really, really appreciate your time and all your comments and everything throughout. I'm going to put this on my Instagram feed now. So if you've just tuned in late, or perhaps you are now just watching this on Instagram, you'll get to watch the whole thing at your leisure. So I'll do that ASAP. And everyone, have a great day, whether you have kittens or not.
Oh, that was a good, what a wrap up. Thanks, Fern.
Bye, guys.
Lots of love. Bye bye.